Hello, my Geminis. Oh my goodness, I've missed you guys so much, and I hope you've been happy, healthy, and well. So we're in a new month. Since I last did your reading, it's July. So happy July to you. Um, and now let's get started with your reading. Okay, now you guys know, those of you who've been following me for a while, I love you all so much. You know I'm not a fluffy reader, okay? I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm not here, to just kind of tell you what you want to hear, and tell everybody what they want to hear, just so that you subscribe to me. We deal with the good, the bad, and the ugly here, all right? So if you don't like that, there are many other readers out there, I'm sure, who would suit your tastes. Um, Now, without further ado, now the first half of this video is going to be about you, and the second half will be about your soulmate, okay? Now, again, with a general reading, the energies can be flip-flopped, and really anything can come out, okay? It can be money, career, love, really anything, anything that's meant to come out for your highest good. Now, but for something tailored to your specific situation, you will need a private reading. Okay. Now, I do offer live Zoom readings. Most of you seem to like that as well as me. It's my favorite. And I also offer pre recorded readings. Okay. We're able to send you a private YouTube video link. Now, let's get started here. So now this card, it's interesting. Like the two readings that I just did before this were Taurus and Aries, and there was a trend today. Like the last card that fell out in whatever reading it was, kind of felt like it wanted to stay for the next reading. So now this was kind of in the Taurus reading, but it feels like it's kind of coming into your reading now to start off. So we have the Ice Queen. And this, what I'm feeling is the energy here of non-action, okay, on this. See, there's an energy, you see how she's kind of like just resting there and not really doing anything, but it's not an energy of laziness. It's an energy actually of rest. It's an non-action doesn't mean like laziness. Non-action means that you're choosing to not do anything. It's almost like an energy of rest, knowing that, much like, like the cycles of like day and night, right? There's a time for action, there's a time to live, and then there's a time to rest. And what it feels like is there's this kind of period where in your life now, like maybe like you needed to sit and like plan out where your life was going. It can be relationship wise, career wise, maybe a culmination of all these things. I feel like I'm like working very hard right now, and I feel like I've been doing that for a while, or like, so this feels like you, and there's kind of like this energy of, I want to get to a place where like maybe I don't need to worry about certain things. Like I want to be stable in certain aspects, but and what I'm feeling though is there's this energy though of like, rather than like kind of getting toxic about it and like, oh, I just wish, oh, I just wish oh, and I wish I had this, and I wish. No, there's an energy with you right now of like being very clear about it. Like, okay, well, I want this, so I'm going to need to make these changes in my life to make it happen. And you're actually, I feel, making those moves, doing it. So good for you, Gemini. Because what I'm feeling is actually there is an energy of this non-action is more like you resting, getting the sleep and the rest that you need to be able to make healthy decisions. Also, now it's interesting. The card that wanted to come out for you now in this reading it's called the High Lord of Gratitude and Service. Selflessness, humility. Now, conscious action. Now, which is interesting because right here we have non-action. What I'm feeling is maybe for a long time, maybe like years, okay? Maybe this is how you've always been. Maybe you were like always a giver, okay? Like always just like being very selfless, and kind of like very humble. And I feel like your humility is something that's going to stay with you really forever. But there is this energy of selflessness versus like self selfishness, and also like action versus non-action. And I feel like, see, if you maybe for like a long time you were always worrying about others, taking care of others' needs, but at the same time neglecting your own. And there's kind of this energy now, see, like with the universe, right? Things like karma, our decisions. Karma is just like the result of our or the consequences of our actions or others' actions, right? That's karma. And it feels like, see, like if you give too much of yourself and neglect yourself, eventually you're going to get to a point where you need to be selfish and do some things, make some decisions for yourself. And I feel like for a while you've been very humble and very selfless, very helping, very caring. What it feels like is now you're being pushed into a situation where you need to be selfish. And I feel like a lot of you, it could have to do with like, maybe like in relationships, right? If you were always the giver, maybe you ended up like losing more than you realized, or maybe you're realizing it now. Also, there's an energy of like the people, the friends, the family that you surround yourself with. It's kind of like making healthy, family. It's an energy like, healthy boundaries need to be set. But especially like with friends, even more so, it's kind of an energy like, are you around people who just take, but don't give to you when you need it? Excuse me. There's a very big energy here, though, of like, I feel this like energy of giving is kind of like what you need to curtail or curb a little bit in the like the weeks and the months ahead. I feel like there's an energy of like a situation in your life. It can be a relationship, it can be friends and family, whatever it is to you, that like maybe you feel is a little unstable, and you're kind of like your life may be a little unstable right now, or you feel it is. And I feel like I'm having to make some decisions. Like, okay, what do I need to do to go forward, to get where I want to be? But what I like what you're doing, though, I really feel a good energy, like a good balance of action, like the ambition to do it. But there's also this energy, though, of like enjoying my life in the moment. And if you're not, you really should. Because I feel like you are enjoying your life too, the bulk of you. There's this really nice combination of, like, okay, like, listen, like, right, like, because again, when we want change, when we want to get things, we need to be ambitious about it. But also, there's kind of an energy, it's a perfect mixture of like enjoying life, enjoying what you have now, and working towards what you do want. Baby steps. Some of you, it could be a big step, right? But there's always like this energy. What I'm feeling here, though, is like you're not being I don't know, like it's not toxic to me. Like, oh, like toxic ambition, like where you're never satisfied in the moment. I feel like you're on the right path here. You're enjoying your life too in the moment, but you're also really, okay, well, I want a higher standard for myself. I want to be here. I want to travel. I want to do this. I want to do that. Well, you're going to need to be selfish at some point. Set boundaries with people, with friends, with yourself. But also there's this kind of energy here, though, of also enjoying your life where it is in the moment, and kind of like enjoying the challenges, making things work. Slowly but surely, you will get to where you want. Very good. I do feel though like it's a bit of a, for those of you who are somebody out there maybe like caring for a loved one who may be um, a little ill. Let me just throw a card. Yeah, there's that Page of Cups. It's kind of an energy of like, what do I do? The high priest, I feel like you're going to gain clarity on how to balance your life out and kind of where it's going to work out for everybody involved. It may be very upsetting to you to have to deal with this, but I'm feeling like oh yeah, look, the Page of Cups turns into a King of Cups. And the moon is next. There's an energy of like a period, maybe like discomfort, having to make some tough decisions, but I also feel like you getting the aha moment, and I feel like you're going to be you're going to be fine. So is there's like an energy of an amenable solution. I feel like a lot of you two are going to get some synchronicities about that as well. Some confirmation from God, from the universe. Okay, so now let's get into... Okay, that was a long opening message. Let's see here now. Oh, I just saw 11:11 on the timer. Okay, so maybe there's your first synchronicity. Maybe you were thinking of something, and that just confirmed it. So let's get into love now. So what's going on with Gemini? Okay, Knight of Wands. You seem to be dealing. Ooh, Queen of Swords. Four of Swords. Ooh, there's like an energy here of. It feels like you're looking at someone like who you may be dating somebody, or this can be like someone that you know, or like a past lover, someone who's like, I don't know, like a little like, come, like, are you kidding me? Like, okay, like maybe if you're like dating somebody new, there's like this energy of, okay, so what do you actually want? You may be dealing with a commitment phobe. Yeah, I feel a commitment phobe. There's also an energy here of like you recognizing like what's stable and what's unstable. I feel like there's an energy of you being able to navigate this relationship, or like relationships now, where you're not even really going to allow your feelings to be hurt. If that makes sense. I mean, I think like there are base standards in your life now, things that you've been learning, things that you've, maybe once tolerated in the past with other people that you're no longer going to tolerate. And I feel like I want to say this. The one who is like being non-committal with you, there's kind of like this energy coming out of you're going to be okay either way. But I also feel like somebody who's being non-committal with you maybe if you're dating someone new, they may have this like weird preconceived notion of like they may have tarnished relationships, like they may not be want to commit with you because they may be projecting old wounds onto you, but you're not having it. There's also though this energy of like you wanting to talk about it, or maybe like you did talk about it, but you're also really not entertaining it. You're not taking it personally, but you're also like not about to waste time either. You're being very logical, very wise, I feel, is more wise. I think you've learned a lot of lessons, and maybe this person is still going through them a little bit. You're kind of like, it feels like, should I stay? Should I stay and entertain this guy or gal, or should I go? Should I just leave them be? But I feel like you're okay either way. If this is someone, this feels like it could be someone fairly new, or someone who you maybe knew who you're dealing with. So, like, meaning like it could be like a past person, but it's still kind of new. There's someone around you though who's it's like an energy though of a commitment phobe around you. Yeah, oh yeah. The Knight of Wands and the Hanging Man. There's like an energy of, ooh, like they're afraid of commitment. A little unhappy with their life, like they may be a bit of an overworker. Someone like who drowns out all their shit at work. Ugh. Oh yeah, the Emperor. Ugh. I don't feel about, my reactions are just my reactions. I don't feel like a I just feel like ugh, like, oh my God, like, okay, then go drown yourself and see where it gets you. It's like this energy of like ugh, it's like very heavy. I feel like they think they know how it is, but they're causing themselves a lot of heartbreak in their own life. I feel like this person may have a lot of insecurities that they need to get out, like before they commit with you. There's a lot of I feel like things like that they went through in their past are starting, they may be catching feelings for you, and there's this energy like of them getting angry, like resisting it a little bit, and like you even like, okay, because I don't think you're about to, I think you may have dealt with people who like wanted to have their cake and eat it too. You're not playing that game anymore. So I feel like if this person kind of like, let's say you had a talk, or you're maybe about to have a talk like about commitment, and let's say they give you an answer like, oh well, I just want to take it slower, like, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship like right now. But if they give you the kind of like, let's take it slow talk, there's kind of an energy here though of you, okay, hearing that and kind of like keeping your options open. Like, in other words, like until you hear the words like, yeah, I think you're someone I really would want a relationship with. Like, I'm not ready to commit just yet, but I just want some more time. I think the way they say it is going to affect you. But there is this energy of you not tolerating. Like, if they run from you, you're not going to chase them. But I also feel like until you start to feel like they want to commit with you, you're going to make sure that your options are open. And I also feel like by you doing that, you're making them a little jealous, a little pissed, but good, because they cannot. This is someone I think, again, who's maybe gone through some things. They can't have their cake and eat it too. They need to be ready. And I think like you're at a point where you're wise enough to know whether you're going to cut this one off or not. You're being very wise and like very clear in your dating life. I don't feel a bad person per se, but I do feel like it's a non-committal energy, and with that, that's where you must be very wise and kind of, unless there's, let's say like this, unless there's a ring on that finger, okay, or like unless there's a title on that relationship, you can damn well see who the hell you want. Okay, or unless there's like an understanding between you two, like uh, mm, you, I think, are in this right energy. You're not like, you'll wait around, but you're not waiting around for what it feels like is you'll be patient for a time, but then you'll be very clear about it. Like, okay, well, I also feel an energy like this person. Let me get into that because I feel like they want to communicate with you and express these things. Maybe by you pulling back, it's kind of like making them realize, ooh, this one really wants a relationship with me. They seem to be the type that thinks they know it all. But they've also, I think, they've been with some, they think they're clever, but I think you've seen this game before. You're not playing the game with them. You're not playing games with whoever this is. There's like an energy with them though of, I think they may have been with like guys or gals who like used them. Like maybe were jealous with them, like overly jealous. Or, like, again, like maybe it was a boyfriend with them, or a girlfriend, or a husband, or a wife who like controlled them, was like excessively jealous. I actually am more feeling it like to like more like, let's say like they were boyfriend and girlfriend, or boyfriend with whatever, girlfriend with somebody. There's like an energy of they may have overstepped their bounds with them. Because hell, like as boyfriends or girlfriend, there's like an energy. You can go, you damn well can go out with your friends or go on a vacation without them. Absolutely. Even some, like as husbands and wives. I mean, like if you have a friends or something, you can go for like a weekend or something. It's not the end of the world. Just call me and let me know. Again, like husband and what, or husbands, wives, right? It's kind of an energy like, oh, like you run it through them, and like, it's respect. All right, we'll have a good time with them, like let me know how it goes. Call me, call me, but it's like this energy, it just feels toxic, like what they went through. You're not playing the game with them though. They think they're clever, but I feel like you're 20 steps ahead. Let me see how they feel for you. I feel an energy of an ex coming through. But let me look at this new person. Two of Cups. Wow. They view you as marriage material. Six of Swords. So this person, I feel, wants like a monogamous relationship with you. I feel like though they are a commitment phobe. They're afraid to give over their heart to you. They're very afraid. They're afraid. You know what I'm hearing in my head? I really, I feel almost like a young boy or like a young girl in my head. It feels like it's their inner child, almost like, I don't want to be hurt again. They're afraid. Four of Cups. Yeah, they're afraid to commit to you. Let me be very clear here. I know what I feel. This is someone who's going to need reassurance that you're not about to like come into their life and like run them and tell them what they're going to do, who they're going to do it with, how they're going to do it. There's an energy like they may have been with someone who was a control freak. Nasty guy or girl. They want like some freedom in this relationship, which again, it's a relationship. It's not slavery. This person, for whoever this reading is resonating with, they're going to need like, it feels like they need reassurance. Some form of reassurance, or this conversation may come up that like, you're not going to control them. To an extent. You know what I mean? Oh, the Six of Cups. This is an energy. Oh yeah, they're fearing. I think they like you very much. They may be talking to their friends about you. I think there's an energy of like them talking to their friends about you. But I feel like there's an energy too of like maybe they're playing games in a way, like, oh, maybe things that were done to them. Like there's this energy like they think they know what you're up to, but they don't. And I feel like there may be like a friend, maybe it's like a good guy friend or girlfriend who's like they told them about you, and it's like this energy of, what are you doing? They want something with you, like, and they're a good bird. What are you doing? Take it slow. Don't play these games with them. They're very overwhelmed right now. Oh my God, the Page, Knight, and King of Pentacles. Maybe they took things very fast in their old relationships and things went sour. There's like this energy of they're trying to decide how much to give you. See, they're thinking too much about this. Way too much. They're not. Oh, look at this. All of them are here. Every one of the Pentacles, the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King, all are here. And this feels like it's an energy of, like, kind of the succession of how things should go in relationships. First the Page, then the Knight, then the King, then the Queen and the King. All four came out. That is an energy of giving, of like what to give. And I feel like they're resisting. And there may be somebody in their life who's nudging them. Like to get, in other words, like helping them. Like I think they really like you. You really like them. But they're doing it to themselves. They're thinking too much about this. They're letting their past run them a little bit. Rather than communicate with you about it, they think they got it all figured out. You're not going to play the game with them, though. Let me see how to... Now, let me look at that X that's floating around, because I feel it. Your X seems like a real piece. This X seems like a real piece of work. Three of Wands, King of Swords, could be an air sign. Air or fire. You know, I feel an energy... Ooh, Hierophant. You know, there's almost like this energy of like they're spying on you. Like they may almost like energetically feel when you're about to like move on from them. It feels like for those of you on social media, if you have social media that's like public or whatever, there's something with them maybe like even making fake, like watching you, and it makes like they're spying on you. King and the Queen of Swords. Wow. You're not giving them the time of day anymore like you used to. And I feel like there's an energy like when you get into a new relationship, they may just float back around. Whoever this is, I feel yeah, no. This ex relationship, I feel taught you many things and is preparing you for a new one. The ex is a real piece of work. But I feel too, there's like this energy, focus on this new one. Whatever you do, like with this, until they commit to you, there's this energy. Like I also feel like get your life in order right now too. There's something about your life needs to kind of get in order too. I'm feeling like, again, whether they want to commit with you or not, say what you need to say, communicate it, have the discussion. But there's an energy like, don't allow yourself to get too emotionally crazy into it. Because I feel like there's an energy like, just let it happen naturally as well. But like, I'm feeling an energy like, this feels like, look at that, heartbreak, the Eight of Cups. Oh, the Sun. Now, there's an energy like focus, I feel, on your life right now. This is very happy energy. This is very truthful. I'm feeling like there's something about your job or your career, like your money making, whatever it is, like your daily routine. There's things that can be or are needing to be looked at. And I keep hearing too, until there's a ring on that finger, or until there's, I don't know, like a commitment, Live your damn life. All right, let me get a final message for you. I feel what deck for Gemini? Wow, look at that. Ready but waiting. This is you. And unity. You keep your options open. With this, it feels like you can, like give this person a chance, but there is an energy like with this unity card too. Like I'm feeling this is like reestablish or like strengthen or like nurture your connection as well with your surroundings, with God, with the universe. Get back to what really matters too in life. That oneness, like with yourself, with your soul. Truly, that's most important. Keep that in balance. I also feel this is you, this ready but waiting, as like being very attractive to many others as well. Unity, interesting how it comes out with the Ten of Pentacles. I think there's an energy here too of like having very good discernment in who you're going to allow into your life, but more like what energy you're going to give, how you're going to handle like non-committal things. How long are you going to wait? That's a question that you will answer yourself. I feel another card for you, Gemini. Oh, look, heart-to-heart conversations. Absolutely. So this is a call to have the conversation. Maybe honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And I think that will bring much clarity. Okay? If you're getting to that point, you must have the talk. And get it out. And so do they. Okay? So Gemini, I hope this reading resonated with you. I'm sending you much love. And again, if you're interested in a private reading, please email me down below. Okay? And I'd be honored to do your reading. All my love to you. Bye-bye now.